Are you cold?
My cheeks are cold.
Your butt cheeks are going to get cold sitting on that rock. Come on.
Our second stop in Arizona would be one we've been looking forward to for years, the Grand Canyon. While Arches was my number one favorite national park to visit, Chris had been waiting anxiously to make it to this natural wonder. If you're an RVer, it can be a challenge to find a spot in or even near the park, but if you go late in the year, like November, you won't have trouble. As we were visiting the South Rim and wanted to be in the park, we had two choices: Trailer Village, which offers full hookups, and Mather Campground, which does not. At only $38 a night, we opted for full hookups in the Trailer Village RV Park. The link is in our description. We loved our choice and the views day or night. If you're looking to see elk, this is a great place to stay as well. They're all over the place in the park, and if you don't attach your water properly, they may stop by for a drink. Or they may walk right by you, even if you're trying to give them their distance.
You're not supposed to come within 100 yards of us.
I know, you have a restraining order.
This is her place. She goes where she wants. We're at the Grand Canyon.
Whoop whoop. South Rim.
South Rim, staying in the park at the Trailer Village RV Park.
It's nice.
It is nice. We got here yesterday and we did not go see the Grand Canyon. Instead, we went back into town and watched an IMAX film of the Grand Canyon.
It's an intro. It's important to watch it before you go. So they say.
Okay, so quick Hinton's hints. If you decide, hey, I want to go see the IMAX film, but you're also thinking about doing a tour with Pink Jeep or Pili, either one will give you a voucher for the IMAX, and it's I think it's $11.50, and kids are $9. But anyway, so ours was $33. We bought our tickets for the IMAX theater, and then we're like, hey, you know what? We want to do a tour, so we went and got the tour tickets, got the voucher. So I actually went back, and they did refund the IMAX tickets. So if you're thinking about doing a tour, see if they're going to give you an IMAX voucher first.
Also, check to see what types of discounts they have. Sometimes they have discounts for purchasing online, or like at the McDonald's they have coupons, but you have to call to schedule your thing in order to use the coupons.
Right, so they're $10 off.
Depending on what company, $10 for some, $15 for others. Pink Jeep Tours offers 7 different itineraries. We chose the 3-hour Desert View Grand Canyon Tour, which takes you to the south and east rims of the canyon. The cost for us with a military discount was just over $300. The tour guides are great, and they provide history and local information throughout the tour. Did we mention the guides also provide humor? Because they do.
In 3, 2, 1.
Whoa.
Oh boy.
That's what I like to hear. One might even say it's a Grand Canyon.
Nice.
Thank you. I'm glad someone appreciated that.
This was our first time seeing the canyon in person, and it's everything you imagined and more. It's also really dangerous, as Corbin learned.
There you go. You got to pull yourselves up.
Good job, bud.
The Jeeps are open air unless it's cold or rainy, so you get some fantastic views along the drive. The big stop is at the Desert View Watchtower at the East Rim. This beautiful structure was designed by Mary Elizabeth Jane Coulter, the architect of the Southwest. She modeled it after houses built by ancient Puebloans. She wanted the building to be part of the landscape so none of the rocks were cut or worked. Completed in 1932, the Watchtower is a work of art inside and out. We recommend you take the stairs up to the higher floors. The views out the windows will give you glimpses of the North Rim, the Colorado River, and for up to 100 miles across the desert on a clear day. The views inside the tower are also beautiful. The walls and ceiling are adorned with paintings representing Hopi life and are captivating. This is one stop you can't miss. The Grand Canyon bus system is great, and we decided to take it all the way out to the end of the 13-mile South Rim Trail and then walk back.
You are here. We're going there.
Kind of. We're actually going there,
Oh, there it is.
there, all the way.
The buses are free, and from March 1st to November 30th are the only vehicles allowed on the Hermit Road. Hermit's Rest is the end of the bus line and the beginning of the trail back. This building was completed in 1914 and was also designed by Mary Elizabeth Jane Coulter. This one is made to look like it was made by untrained mountain men. This is also the last place to get food and water before hiking back. Beware though, humans aren't the only ones looking for food. Don't feed the squirrels. And elk are always looking for fresh, cool water.
We are starting our rim walk at Hermit's Rest, and we're going to do about 6 to 7 miles back to one of the 3 bus stops, and then we'll maybe take the bus, or if we're feeling good, Corbin, maybe we'll just go the whole way home.
Nope.
It'll only be like 13 miles, I think, maybe 12. We already lost your mom.
The Rim Trail is one of the best ways to take in the canyon that drops nearly 6,000 feet below you, and the Colorado River that shaped this 277-mile-long wonder over 70 million years ago.
All right, so yesterday we took the Pink Jeeps tour, and the tour was
great.
Yeah.
It was a good tour. It was 3 hours in a Jeep, sitting down, somebody else driving, a lot of history, very nice. However, it was a little pricey when apparently we could have done it ourselves in our own truck and taken as much time as we wanted at each stop.
It was a lot of money to spend on a tour. Tour guide was great. Very well done tour. Quality tour company.
Corbin liked it because it was a pink Jeep.
Yeah, we just, maybe not for us. So next time we know not to do that. But if you're coming to the Grand Canyon for the first time and if you've got just like a day, you don't have your own vehicle, take a tour. If you have your own vehicle, maybe do some of these stops yourself. And then if you want to go back and have somebody drive you for 3 hours, take you around and teach you some history, then do a tour.
As the name implies, the Rim Trail follows the rim closely.
This is for your rim dining.
Go ahead and sit down.
Wow. It's even got a nice angle right to the edge.
Oh, you could hear the bus coming.
When they say rim trail, they're not joking. I mean, it's along the rim. There's some parts that are far away, but the actual dirt part, the non-paved, runs right along the south rim, and you get some amazing vistas, wonderful views. And for somebody like Susanna who doesn't like heights, she's doing really well.
Because I'm concentrating on the child.
That's the key. If you have a fear or you're tired or worn out, you have to focus on something else to take your mind off of it. And if that doesn't take your mind off of everything bad from your day, everything you're tired about, everything you're angry about, I don't know what will.
We only did half of the trail, but plan to finish the second half before ending our time at the park.
All right, so guys, our goal today was 6 miles, right? Actually, I think it was 7. And we did almost 6 miles. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
6 mile day along the south rim.
Woo.
We kind of took a long time because there's about a million places to stop and just go, whoa.
Just say, oh my gosh, what a long way down. A great part about staying inside the park is the quick access to the bike trails that run throughout the area. There are miles and miles of greenway trail accessible to bikers that will take you out to and along the canyon. A bit of caution though, watch out for other cyclists, tourists, drivers, walkers, and just about everything else you can think of.
Are they all gone?
The path we took from Trailer Village will get you out to Yaqui Point and to the South Kaibab Trailhead. This is another great area to spy elk and the mules that carry people up and down the steep trails and along the rim. The mule tours at the Grand Canyon are offered year-round, but there are age and weight restrictions involved. Make sure to check their website if you're interested. The greenways are a great way to get to and around the different areas of the park. If you didn't bring a bike with you, that's okay. There are bike rentals available at the visitor center, and rates vary depending on the length of the rental. We ended our day in the park out at Lipan Point, taking in a Grand Canyon sunset.
You're a trooper.
It's a little breezy.
Dead.
It got cold fast. As soon as the sun went down, it dropped like 20 degrees.
We're at the Lipana?
Lipan.
We're either at the Lipana, the Lipan, Lipan,
Lipan. Lipan
the Lipan.
Point.
We're at the Lipan Point doing our first sunset here at the Grand Canyon, and it's dropped about 20 degrees.
It's cold, but it's beautiful.
Most people have left, which
They
is
gave
nice.
up.
Yep, and they're missing out on all the colors. They're like, oh, the sun just went down, but they forget that that's when you start getting all the colors because it starts hitting the clouds in the distance, and the Grand Canyon was like dark, and then as the sun went down, it started to light up inside, and it was beautiful. I guess we won't be needing the bikes anymore. When we got back last night, it was raining. And then we thought it stopped raining. And it turns out it's because it was snowing. So we got a couple inches of snow. And now I gotta clean some stuff off because it is adding weight, adding ice, and as you can tell on our slide out on in there, it's gonna create some damage. Thankfully we bought one of those so we have nice water without freezing things.
Not wanting to miss out on seeing the Grand Canyon in the snow, we headed to the visitor center.
We just came out to the Mather Point and the visitor center to try to view some visitor center information, and it's awesome because it's snowing and there's nobody here.
Hey, look at me!
And the kid gets to throw snowballs at his mom.
The Grand Canyon Visitor Center area has a cafe, bookstore, bus stops, and bike rentals. The visitor center itself also offers all the history and information you'll need to enjoy your visit. If you've never seen snow falling in the Grand Canyon, well, honestly, neither have we. The fog took that away from us. But what we were able to see was awesome. The weather stayed like this for a few days, but after, it finally warmed up enough to go enjoy the park again. Hi.
Hi. All right, so we're going to talk about public transportation if you're visiting the south rim of the Grand Canyon. It's really, really easy. You don't need a car here. So there are 4 bus lines, 2 of which run year-round. So the blue line connects Trailer Village, the campgrounds, with the market area.
Go straight, go down.
The orange line actually connects out to one of the trailheads. I can't remember what it's called. What is it?
Kaibab?
The Kaibab trailhead. And then the red one goes from the village out to Hermit's Rest. That one stops running November 30th and starts up in March. And then there's a purple line. The purple line will actually go into this town up to Zion.
Where the Grand Canyon Visitor Center is, and the IMAX, and the restaurants, and Starbucks, and...
Yeah. And the really expensive McDonald's.
Yeah.
But the purple line only runs spring to fall, so that one shuts down too. But really, unless you want to go out to Desert View, you don't really need a car here. You can get everywhere, and it's kind of has like a campus feel.
Yeah, I mean,
and you could have a really cool car like that guy does. So you can get around very easily here.
and you don't necessarily need to go into town either. They have a couple different grocery stores. They have restaurants. They have a bank. There's multiple restaurants actually.
Yeah.
Different, depending on where you want to go.
Yeah. And the general store that's in the village and the marketplace is about 2 to 3 times the size of the one into Zion. So
yeah,
you pretty much have everything you need right here, except for propane. You gotta go downtown to buy that. Are you cold?
My cheeks are cold.
Your butt cheeks are gonna get cold sitting on that rock. Come on. So last week we started at Hermit's Point and worked our way back all the way to Mojave, which was about 5.8 miles, 6 miles, something like that. And today we came out and we're doing from Hopi, which is kind of close to Mojave Point, back to the lodge area. So we'll have done pretty much the whole rim trail from Hermit's Rest all the way back to the lodge. And today we've got melting snow, a little bit of ice, but it is spectacular, to quote Susanna.
Finishing up the trail offered even more fantastic views, and there couldn't have been a better way to end our time at the park. The hike is not difficult, just long, but if you're able to make the trek, we highly recommend it. As you work your way back along the path, you'll have sights of the Bright Angel Trail, the many buildings of the Grand Canyon Village, and the beautiful El Tovar Hotel. We loved it here and have already decided to come back soon. Join us next week as we head to Page, Arizona, and visit Horseshoe Bend and take a few tours through some of the world's most beautiful slot canyons.
Thank you for watching. We'd love to share our journey with you, so hit that subscribe button and also the notification bell so you know when a new video is uploaded. And don't forget to leave your comments down below and hit the like button.